Hi, good day. This is your Lola Amalia again, who is going to blog on another important matter, and this time it has something to do with an agreement entered into by Comelec with Rappler. Although nasa Supreme Court na yan, at salamat kay Soljan Kalida sapagkat hindi siya nagpabaya. You know, that was done in secrecy, no? Sikreto. Lumabas na lang bigla, ay nag-ingay ang mga tao. You know, kasi the agreement for me ay entered into by Rappler, entered into by Comelec, no? With Rappler. For me, it forebodes of another Namfrel-like scenario. Nangyari noong 1986 snap election. Kaya nga whatever justifications si King James Jimenez had said and would be saying, no, I still believe that such agreement marks the Duterte administration, marks the government, because we know that Rappler actually has been questioned. The government has questioned the legality of Rappler's operation in our country. Hirap kasi Rappler, Namfrel. Okay, magka-sound sila. Look at it. Rappler is, in whatever angle you look at it, actually, I'm sorry to say this, is pro-Robredo. And just like Namfrel, who was pro-Cory noong 1986, I don't know if they are dilawans pa rin, marahil, no? Siyempre, hindi naman mawawala sa kanila yung original, kumbaga sa original affiliation, no? Ay hindi nila maaalis sa kanilang mga isip at sa kanilang mga puso. Para yung original sin. Okay, bala kayo kung anong iisipin nyo sa ganyan kung sinasabi. So, just like Namfrel in 1986, Rappler, I am very sure, will present reports that favor Mrs. Robredo and her camp and will discredit BBM and his camp. Si BBM lang naman, hindi ko na sinasali yung ibang mga kasamang tumatakbong Pangulo kasi the only target of Rappler actually to discredit and to malign ay si BBM. Siya lang, wala nang iba. Tingnan niyo yung mga balita sa Rappler. I-analyze nyo lang, makikita ninyo ang bias ng Rappler. Of course, para natin higit na maintindihan kung bakit medyo pwedeng mangyari ang senaryo nung panahon ng Namfrel, 1986, kailangan nating bisitahin at i-refresh ang ating mga isip, no? Kung paanong Namfrel disregarded truth and justice. Kailangan malaman natin ulit yon para maging maingat tayo. Hindi kasi nagiging maingat ang Comelec pasok ng pasok. Kagaya niyang Smartmatic, ang dami ng problemang binigay sa atin noong 2016. Siya pa rin ang kinuha hanggang ngayon. So, ano nga kaya ang nasa likod ng mga bagay-bagay na yan? At laging ganyan ang nangyayari. Okay, you know, Namfrel's history dates back to the 50s when Ramon Magsaysay ran for election. And after the 50s, when Namfrel's service to the CIA of the United States ay tapos na, nailagay na nila rin sa posisyon na isang gusto nilang pangulo, I love magsaysay, no? Kaya lang, we have to unearth the truth ng kasaysayan. Pero hindi naging masamang pangulo si Magsaysay. Naging mabuti siyang pangulo. Biglang-bigla, naging comatose na ang Namfrel after ng 50s, no? Matapos ang ang serbisyo sa CIA. Pinondohan din ng CIA yan. So, lantok ako bigla. So, in 1985, it was resurrected. Why? Because yumaman ulit, tumaba ang bulsa ng Namfrel. Kaya na-resurrect iyan. Paano siya tumaba? Let me just tell you later on, no? So, in 1985, it was resurrected. It applied for recognition or accreditation sa COMELEC as, anong in-applyan niya? As citizen arm of the country. Citizen arm, so lahat ng, ano yan, walang papaboran yan dapat. Citizen arm for free and honest election. Ang bilis na aprobahan yung kanyang application. After 2 days, eto na, approve na. Binigyan na siya ng karapatan na maging citizen arm, no? Bantay ng bayan sa eleksyon. Pero isa lang naman ang kanilang binabantayan, si Mrs. Aquino lang. At yung pabor lang kay Mrs. Aquino, ang kanilang sinasabi. At yung ginawa ng kampo ni Mrs. Aquino na hindi maganda, never nilang sasabihin. Okay. So, in 1986, tumaba ang packet ng Namfrel. Its purse was swollen. Why? Because it was given $30 million funding para sirain ang pamahalaan ni Marcos. Given to Namfrel to use to be used by the opposition. Okay? Saan nagdaan ng pera sa Hong Kong? Laundered through Hong Kong. Sino ang chairman ng Namfrel? Walang iba kundi ang very strongly pro-Aquino na si Jocon. Hindi ko alam buhay pa ba si Jocon. Si Jo Concepcion. Ano yan? Balik-balik ka rin mo man yan. Hubaran mo man yan. Pro-Aquino yan. No? Pro-Aquino yan. So, from all indications now, Namfrel was not a citizen arm. So, hindi siya citizen arm. But, it was an Aquino arm to discredit President Marcos and to make it appear that once Marcos won the election, may dayaan na nangyari. But, kung si Mrs. Aquino ang mananalo, malinis ang eleksyon. Yan ang press release ng Namfrel. Dito sa ating bansa at sa mundo, lalong-lalo na sa United States of America. Now, yung pagiging not citizen arm of Namfrel but an Aquino arm was categorically stated by no less than an American author, a neo-conservative political commentator, and demographer who was associated with the Democrat Party. of the United States. Ang magaling na manunulat na namatay na noong 2015 yata na si Ben Wattenberg. Ang sabi ni Ben Wattenberg ay ganito. Ben Wattenberg was with the party of Lugar. At alam naman natin si Lugar Senator Lugar, ay napaka-anti-Marcos niyan. Late ang mga iba ko pang vlog, I will center it on this particular American. So Wattenberg, who was with a group of Lugar, categorically stated that Namfrel was not an independent organization but an Aquino organization. Given standing by Mr. Marcos to convince, no? And to convince the public that the elections would not be rigged. Hindi i-rig, no? Hindi ko makita sa Pilipino yung ibig sabihin na hindi i-rig ang election. Si Wattenberg yun, ang nagsalita nun. No, sanabi pa rin ni Wattenberg na mismo ito si Concepcion was engaged in monstrous press hassle. Yun ang sabi niya. That's his exact word. Monstrous press hassle. Bringing into the group of Lugar every Namfrel leader who was an impassioned foe of President Marcos. So, makikita natin yun. Dadalhin lahat dyan ni Concepcion sa harap ng grupo, sa grupo ni Lugar. Lahat ng mga galit kay Marcos, ng mga leader ng Namfrel, magsasalita sila ng lahat ng negative kay Presidente Marcos noon. Naobserbahan niya ng no less than Wattenberg. And this Concepcion even had the gall to tell the Lugar group, no, sinabi pa niya na ang pwede lang daw pagtiwalaan ay siya at ang Namfrel. Only Concepcion and Namfrel should be trusted in the Philippines. My God. Ha 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 ha. So, this might be what Rappler will project also. Not only Rappler, but Ressa. Ressa will be a new Concepcion, a new Chocon. Baka sabihin ni Ressa, only Rappler and Ressa could be trusted. Namimili-milipit pa yung pag-i-English ni Ressa. Magaling naman siya talagang magsalta ng Ingles, no? Talagang magaling naman. And, of course, what Ressa and Rappler will be telling would be taken as a gospel truth by the group of Mrs. Robredo, as what happened during the time of Cory Aquino. Lalo na ngayon, din, ulit ang senaryo, di ba? Senaryo noon. Ang Catholic Church, ang Arsobispo, si Villegas, no? Ang mga obispo, ang mga pare, ang mga madring, mga banal, ay nandyan. At halos ay halikan si Lenny at saka si Kiko. And baka like the time of Cory, like that no less than Cardinal Sin ay told the Rappler Center, told the people of Rappler, of Namfrel, na nandoon sa isang center ng Rappler nang magkaroon ng tinatawag na yung quick count. At ang quick count na ito ay yung bang meron pa nga nag-ano diyan, nag-ano sila, walk out, sabay-sabay nagsitindig. Tapos, hindi ko alam kung, hindi ko ma-recall kung when this happened, no? But, binisita ni Cardinal Sin, sumalangit nawa ang kanyang kaluluwa, ang isang center ng Namfrel, at sabi niya doon sa mga tao ng Namfrel na nandoon na binisita niya, ay, sabi niya ganon, after they have done so well to make the people believe that it was Cory who was winning, sabi niya, you are the answer to my prayer. I should canonize you. Sinabi ni yon. Grabe, no? Grabe si Cardinal Sin. Nasa langit kaya siya. So, Namfrel actually violated its agreement with the Comelec. Talagang nag-violate sila. Sa isang television interview, sinabi ni Concepcion na part ito ng kanilang violation. They were actually tabulating unauthorized returns. So, itong citizen arm na to was so bold to ignore the Comelec. Nang sabihin ng Comelec na kailangan mag-submit sila ng dokumento kung saan nila binase yung kanilang mga bilang. Kasi unauthorized ang binibilang nila. So the Comelec demanded it from them. But hindi nag-submit, dinefy ng Rappler ang ganyang sabi ng Comelec. Later on, it was learned that the citizen arm counted returns selectively, reporting only those from the bailiwicks of Mrs. Aquino. And nung pumapasok na yung mga boto ni Marcos, bigla at bumababa na yung boto ni Aquino, ay bigla nilang in-stop ang counting. Bigla na silang nag-create ng scenario na meron daw na dayaang nangyayari. Sana ganito ginawa natin noong 2016 kay Bongbong, nung biglang nakatulog tayo. After nakatulog tayo, nawala ang boto ni Bongbong. Sana ginawa din natin ito noon. Okay. How sure are we that this very devilish scheme will not be done again or will not be used by Rappler kapag ito ang binigyan ng pahintulot na mag-assess at mag-report kung anong nangyayari sa election? Rappler is pro-Robredo. Its color is Robredo. Its color is Dilawans turned pink lawans. And Comelec should have learned its lesson from 1986. From their 1986 experience with Namfrel. And I would say, like Namfrel, who is a pro-Aquino and a Dilawan machinery, Rappler is also the same. This is strengthened by this opinion of mine has been strengthened when I recall what a Democratic representative stated in a Columbia Broadcasting System program, Night Watch. This Democrat representative from California stated something like, Namfrel was 90% pro-Aquino, blatantly partisan, a political machine for Aquino, and not a political guardian of the elections as it represented itself to be to the American public. Yun ang kanyang sinabi. Namfrel committed numerous violations during the snap election, which were definitely detailed by the kilusang Bagong Lipunan, substantiated with documents, pictures, everything. But unfortunately, these documented reports were never reported by the mainstream media, both local and international, and were never answered by Namfrel itself. On the other hand, undocumented claims of the Namfrel of fraud and violence of the Aquino committed by the group of Marcos were given space in newspaper and broadcasted in radio stations and TV channels. Again, here and abroad. So, ang mga foreign press, they had their share of reporting undocumented accusations of fraud and violence by the ruling party, that's the party of Marcos, to the international community. So, both the local and foreign press failed, sadly, to observe the ethics of their profession of unbiased and fair reporting, because what they wanted only at the time was to picture a very bad image of the Marcos government and of President Marcos himself. What were some of these violations by Namfrel na nabasa ko? One, yung sinasabing grupo ng mga madre at pare at iba pang mga tao na nagtatrabaho sa Namfrel na pinagbawalan ang mga KBL supporters na pumasok sa isang court building where the returns were being canvassed. Saan nangyari ito? Sa Muntinlupa. Second, 16 na tao na tuklasan na iisa lang ang address. Mga botante, ang address nila ay pare-parehong sa bahay ni Concepcion. Pangatlo, the day after the election, ang mga supporters of Aquino, they laid siege sa Makati Municipal Building. They prevented the ballots from being brought to the COMELEC. Required ng law yun dadalhin yung balota sa COMELEC. And Cardinal Sin himself, kaya nga si Cardinal Sin, hindi ko alam kung nagpunta siya sa langit sa ginagawa niya nung nandito siya, visited the same building and encouraged the mob, yung nag-mob na yon, to continue to defy the government. Mismong siya ang nagsabi, defy ang gobyerno. How shameless talaga si Cardinal Sin. Isang apostol ng simbahan ng Panginoon, nang dapat nagtuturo ng tama, ay siya pang nag-i-encourage sa mga supporters ni Cory na to violate the law. Chik talaga. May mangyayari din ganyan. Baka pangunahan niya ng mga arsobispo, obispo, at mga diehard na mga pare. Though this might happen again. Kita naman natin ang CBCP, si Villegas, iba pang mga bishop, mga pare, mga madre, na openly anointing their soon to be another saint. Saint Lenny. Si Saint Lenny. Okay. Remember, Remember, they wanted Cory to be a saint. Di ba? Yung taga-Ateneo yung pare. Gusto niyang maging santa si Mrs. Aquino. How ridiculous and crazy they can be, really. Okay. Hindi ko lang mapigilan ng tumawa. This might be the same scenarios they will project so that they will convince the Filipino people and the international community na may pandarayang naganap. Kasi tayo, mabait tayo nung dinaya tayo noong 2016. Binana natin sa batas. Kahit pala doon sa batas, hindi pala tayo mangyayari kasi nasa Supreme Court, mga dilawan talaga. Remember, these people, no? They have learned very well from Cardinal C. Ang mentor nila sa ganyang mga style ay si Cardinal C. Of course, I am not referring to all bishops, to all to all nuns, to all priests. Hindi naman. Meron pa namang mabubuti sa kanila. Meron pa nga talagang ginagampanan ng kanilang tunay na katungkulan para sa lahat ng tao. Wala silang pinipili. At saludo ako sa mga pari na yon. Isa pang kasalanan ng Namfrel ay yung mga Namfrel volunteers forced their way into a local office of the COMELEC and arrogantly demanded for the list of voters. Ang hari-hari. Alam mo, Presidente Marcos noon, diktador daw, pero ang mga talagang nangyayari, yung ginagawa nila noon, dahil nga may aid sila ng United States of America, matapang sila, binabiolate na nilang lahat, no? Another violation, ito naman mga madre, no? Madre at pare na nagtatrabaho para sa Namfrel, kay Silvi sa Namfrel. They swarmed into the Capitol building of Cotabato City during the canvassing of the election returns at binuksan nila yung mga ballot boxes. Then, yung mga botante na pumapasok para bumoto sa mga booths nila, nilalapitan ng mga Namfrel members and they were told to write the name of Aquino in their balota. Saan nangyari ito? Sa Pangasinan. So, anong ibig kong sabihin? I would like to say that the COMELEC should have been more careful and discerning in entering into an agreement with a media group, the political color of which is very evident. Dilawan turned Pinklawan. And it should have considered the fact that this particular media organization has been questioned by the government of President Duterte. Its legality in operating in our country. Kung bakit ito pa rin ang pinili ng COMELEC sa kabila ng lahat ng yan, is a question that bothers me and I believe bothers millions of Filipinos also. So, I believe that this agreement with Rappler must be nullified for the sake of genuine love for our country. For the sake of fair and truthful presentation of news and assessments during the elections, which Rappler, I am 100% sure, will not do. So, be vigilant, fellow loyalist. Magbabantay tayo. Huwag tayong matutulog. At baka, pag napikit tayo sindali, nawala na ang millions na boto ni BBM. At o cry tayo kasi mananalo ang isang dilawan, pinklawans na walang alam sabihin kung hindi ko na sasabihin. Sumasakit na yung tenga ko sa kakarinig nun na wala namang katotohanan. Na walang gustong sabihin na lang o walang nasinasabi kundi pawang negative sa kanyang kalaban sa politika. At least maganda-gandang pakinggan. So, good day to all of you. Ito ang inyong lola na vlogger. Please do watch this and subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye. Good luck and God bless us all.